Welcome to the Daily Coach's Sports Leadership Lessons, a reading of some of our greatest hits from more than 6 years of email newsletters that have been read by tens of thousands of leaders and learners. If you want our latest newsletter delivered to your inbox every day, you can subscribe for free at thedaily.coach/subscribe or follow the link in the description. Accountability versus responsibility. During the early 1980s, NFL teams had small organizations and facilities. Inside the San Francisco 49ers' two-floor facility in Redwood City, there was little room to handle a growing organization. The first floor was for the players and had meeting rooms. The second was for the coaches and had business offices. Rooms were small and everyone shared the space, making privacy obsolete. Along the staircase walls to the second floor hung pictures of recent 49ers championships and achievements, of which there were plenty. Those frames needed to be perfectly aligned or head coach Bill Walsh would get upset. At his monthly meetings with the organization, Walsh used the alignment of photos to explain the difference between accountability and responsibility. Walsh in every meeting emphasized that he never wanted to see a picture out of place or not straight. Walsh wasn't an interior designer or a neat freak, rather a leadership guru who used the frames to build his winning culture. Walsh didn't want to have to tell people who saw a photo slanted to then fix it. If Walsh told you to fix the picture, then you became accountable. Walsh wanted people to fix the frames on their own, without prompting. By fixing the frame without anyone saying anything, you assumed responsibility of doing what he wanted. Walsh didn't want accountability, he wanted responsibility. When teams and organizations understand the difference, a total buy-in occurs. No one assumes blame, no one is assigned blame, and bad outcomes don't lay at the feet of one person or department. Everyone shares in the success, everyone shares in the losses. Some experts argue that an overemphasis on accountability in organizations can be counterproductive. Yves Moreau of BCG suggests that focusing too much on accountability creates conditions for failure rather than success, as it encourages a blame-oriented culture. Instead, fostering a sense of responsibility and intrinsic motivation may lead to better outcomes. For a winning culture to exist, an organization needs to build responsibility rather than just accountability. For any leader, teaching the difference between the two is the first step. The byproduct of making the organization understand the differences gives us a few things. The first is that it encourages ownership of outcomes, not just tasks. The second is it fosters psychological safety, so people feel comfortable taking risks. Third, it focuses on learning and improvement rather than blame when things go wrong. And finally, it cultivates an intrinsic motivation and a sense of shared purpose. By shifting from a narrow focus on accountability to a broader emphasis on responsibility, organizations can create an environment more conducive to success and innovation. And all it takes from any leader is to explain the difference between the two. From that moment forward, those who straighten the pictures without a reminder are all in, and those who don't are not. Thanks for joining this episode of The Daily Coach. On behalf of Michael Lombardi, Coach George Raveling, and the entire Daily Coach team, we're grateful for your support. Remember, the most important person you will ever lead is yourself. Keep growing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep showing up.